Okay, so it's just probably a brief call, and we're just going to go over a few to be tips and tools that are working. So, Erin has just started MBFAA, which
Mm-hmm.
is even more challenging. And my question was, what are you finding you're having to adjust with your nutrition? Um,
Um, this morning I was really, really hungry after the first workout,
leg
and
day.
yeah, I woke up and my stomach was already growling, and I thought, oh dear. So, and then after this morning's workout, I was really, really hungry. So it's definitely stepping me up a notch, which I like. I guess I'm ready for it because I'm enjoying it, but it's tough.
So, what else? Do you eat before your workout?
I do, yeah.
You're
Like
just
30 minutes before I eat,
okay.
usually something light.
So you eat part of your breakfast before and part after?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because
And
I feel like, especially in the morning, when I work out in the morning, I feel like I just don't have the energy to work out if I don't eat something. So,
yeah, sometimes Energize is enough for me, and it probably depends on what I ate the night before, I guess.
oh, true.
But
Yeah.
some days, yeah, I definitely need first. What is a typical breakfast for you right now around your workout?
Um, I'm eating a lot of Greek yogurt with fruit is primarily because it's just so easy and I don't have to cook it. So it definitely includes fruit and maybe a little bit of granola. Um,
So your protein and your FFCs.
yeah.
And when I was doing Ultimate Portion Fix and I had, or the Time Nutrition a couple of years ago, and I
Oh,
had
yeah.
to add some vegetables in, I was chopping up zucchini and putting it with a meal like that.
Oh,
The little
really?
tiny cubes of zucchini.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's a nice texture.
Okay, I think
That's
I'll try
actually
that.
good in oatmeal as well. Chopping up zucchini and putting it in.
I never ever would have thought of that.
I think the only reason you'd ever think of that is if you did Time Nutrition and you
Yeah.
have to have a vegetable in that meal, and you're like, okay, I gotta get
Oh,
creative.
right,
How
right.
can I get a vegetable in
For
with
breakfast?
Okay.
with
For
yogurt and fruit?
for breakfast? Are you
Yeah.
talking? Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's bonus points, right?
It is, right.
And that's what I like about 2B. Like, it's just, if you add an extra, it's bonus points. There's
Yeah.
no, you don't ever get anything taken away because it's your choice what you do,
Yeah.
as long as you track it and you see how it makes you feel. Um,
Yeah.
and yeah, I know. So when I went through MBFA, have I know I've put on muscle. I didn't lose my layer of fluff I was looking to lose, but it's something to do with my nutrition. I did not change my nutrition all the way through.
Okay.
And why I think I didn't because I knew I was going to do the reset after, and
Oh,
I was
sure.
totally going to revamp.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah,
That's interesting you said about the fluff though, because I feel the same way. Like I feel like I'm stronger and I built muscle, but I didn't lose, or especially around my tummy. That didn't come off
you
at
might
all.
find I think the extra of MBFA, that extra bit of cardio and the extra push did definitely help burn some.
Okay.
So I think you'll see that. It's
Okay.
finding the perfect match, I think, for our bodies of what to get that last bit. I mean, nutrition clearly is what does the bulk of it, the bulk of weight loss. I'd love to get, there's a Michelle in our group who has lost a bunch of weight doing, I assume through nutrition as well, but doing a lot of cardio too. And now she's working on weightlifting to build back up. And just putting all these together is pretty awesome what you can do with these programs. And
Right.
now meditation getting in there too. I know this is a nutrition call, but
Yeah.
yesterday we had a fabulous call about meditation and how invaluable it is just to take those few minutes a day to slow down.
Yeah.
And I am the queen of trying to slow down and then we just gotta write that down. And not being able to sit still and just saying this is useless. But the way they explained it is even if when you start, that's inevitably going to happen, and that's fine. You're still going slower than you were. You're still focusing on your breathing. You're still, and it's trial and error. It's failing forward, and it's like everything. But we think something so simple. I just can't do that. Well, guess what? We should have be able to sit for 10 minutes without watching a show or listening to something or reading a book. Like, just do it. So I've committed to 21 days.
Love it.
Whew, yeah. But I did this morning in bed. I'm like,
okay,
just sit up. Can I lay down? So I just sat up in bed, and I'm like, but now I have to pee. So that didn't help the not thinking. So tomorrow I'm going to lay down and do it.
Okay.
We're going to roll over.
Did you notice that they talked about doing it? I know in the intro video, it said her recommendation was to do it after your Beachbody workout and before your Shakeology. And I didn't get to the National Wake Up Call yet. I'm going to listen to it today, but I was curious why, because I've always done the opposite. I've done the meditation first thing. So I was curious, did they explain that at all, or?
So she said there's 2 different times. She always does a meditation when she first wakes up. That's her go-to.
Right.
But she was also adding it like after 21 Day Fix or something, because she needed to bring her energy level back down. She felt like she just needed to lay there and die for a few minutes anyway. So it felt like a good fit. And then she could drink water or whatever, rehydrate while she lay there. And actually, to be mindset, that's something Alana says, you should be drinking like this much extra water every time you work out on top of your water. So sit there on your mat until your water's all gone. So now we can meditate and drink water.
2 birds, 1 stone.
So, yes. And speaking of water, in the Ultimate Reset, you're supposed to put Mineralize in your water. You're also supposed to drink whatever, when they take everything out of the water.
Purified?
Purified, thank you. But you should never drink purified water straight, because you need to add minerals back in. So the program comes with mineral. It's just Himalayan salt, I believe. So you put some of that in your water. And is it purified, or it's actually like
distilled?
Distilled, yes. So distilled. Purified's okay without extra minerals, but distilled, you should never drink straight distilled water. It's quite fascinating. Like, water should have warning labels on it.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you watch that program on Netflix with Darren Oileen and
Cutie Patootie.
Zac Efron.
Yeah. They have, one of the shows is on water and the different qualities of water and how important the minerals. I guess one of the main purposes of drinking water to get the minerals. If the water doesn't have enough minerals in it, it actually pulls the minerals out of our body. Like, water can be detrimental if it's water. The quality of water is important too. So and especially when we're drinking so much in a day. But in most areas, tap water is deemed safe. I have a under sink filter to filter my water.
Yeah.
And I typically drink my water at room temperature.
Me too.
Mary Beth, on the other hand, only drinks it on ice.
Cold. It's so fun. I can drink a lot of water if it's cold. My husband is like you guys. I'm like, that is gross. Like, his water, you have a case of water in the garage. I'm like, it is actually
that's not outside. Well, here in the garage it would be 100 degrees. So and then it tastes like plastic. And I also prefer my water in glass now. I used to always use my shaker cups as my water cup, but it probably the more times you put it through the dishwasher, the more it gets that plasticky flavor.
Yeah.
So glass is my go-to. But I guess I'm using a plastic straw, so they don't like metal straws. All these things. The other thing is there's a few people we're going to be changing our nutrition groups. So right now we have a 2B mindset group and we have an ultimate portion fix group. And we want, the biggest thing I think everyone wants is more recipes and more meal ideas. And so many of the meal ideas overlap to a degree. So we're going to merge our groups. We have a group set up. It's called Badass Wellness Nutrition, I believe. So we'll make sure everyone gets an invite over, and we just want more sharing. We'll be doing these calls. Also in the event, it's kind of laid out how the calls are. The first of the month is a general nutrition, just basic getting started. The second Tuesday is ultimate portion fix. The third Tuesday is 2B mindset. And the fourth Tuesday is kind of a fun quiz, like go over how everyone's doing and learn stuff while having fun. And if there's a fifth Tuesday, we will play that one by ear.
Yeah,
Okay.
and, you know, maybe we could do, maybe if there's an extra Tuesday, or if we want to switch out one of the Tuesdays, maybe just, if we have like a bunch of people doing the reset or something, or the 3-day refresh, or, you know, we can kind of play around a little bit, maybe with that fourth Tuesday, if we don't do trivia or whatever, but
That would be next week.
we'll keep the intro as the first week always, and then the UPF and and the people coming into the group, we will assume that they have gone into one of the programs, either 2B or UPF, and have viewed and have some awareness, or if they've even started. So is there a starter unit in there? I can't even remember. I know I put the 3-day refresh unit, but I don't know, maybe just like even just the 2 intro videos, so they can know where to start. Yeah. And a video of like how to freaking get on, like how to go.
I did put that somewhere. So next week we will actually do, we'll talk about 3-day refresh and how maybe we can get a couple people who are doing it this week to come on and share how it went. And I'll share about the ultimate reset, how it's going. And we have a couple more girls who are starting next week, the reset. So
so next week we won't, because that's the 4th, right? That's the 4th.
The 5th. It's the 5th Tuesday.
There is a 5th Tuesday. Okay, so perfect. So next week we'll plan on kind of just all of us just coming in and talking about, because I'll have done the refresh. You'll still be doing the reset. And hopefully we can get some people on that did the 3-day refresh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And here is my lunch salad today.
Looks delicious.
The recipes in there look amazing.
They are, and I have to be careful because I've done it so many times that I tend to not always follow the recipes. Like, especially for Chad's lunches, I just threw leftover vegetables in his container, and but in general, there's a quick, there's a reset in a rush, reset in a hurry, reset in a crunch, whatever at the back, and it gives you, like, for each phase, 3 different lunches, 3 different dinners. So you can, if you're struggling for time, you just use those. So yes.
Cool.
It's good.
It sounds like it's changed a bit since, I did it like 7 years ago or something.
They might have added the reset and the crunch part at the end. But
the Power Greens are new. Aren't they newish? The Power Greens. Didn't the Power Greens replace something?
They just changed the name. It was alkaline. It's called Alkalinize in the reset still, but it's the same.
Gotcha. I didn't know it was the same thing.
Yeah, sometimes they just change the names and stuff a bit to make it, like people understood Power Greens better as a general supplement than Alkalinize. And also, I also want to share little bits about the aspects of this and why it's beneficial. Because it's important to understand why you're doing something too.
Absolutely.
But okay, I'm going to